Hi, everyone. Does it seem like the world today has so many uncertainties, so many things that are changing? We're getting ready to go back to school. Now we're required to wear masks, places, just things just so different from what they've been. So many new rules, so many things that you're not certain of. Well, let's turn to the Bible for some assurity. I'm going to turn to Psalms chapter 46 and read the first couple verses. Starting verse 1. God is our refuge and our strength. What's refuge? That's a place to go to for safety. So God is our place of safety and our strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Ever-present. That means he's always there. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though the waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with surging. So no matter what's going on the earth, therefore we will not fear, because God is our refuge and our strength. Now that's hard to do, but that's what God asks of us. I'm going to jump ahead to verse 10 here. It says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." I know it's really hard for me to just be still and listen to God and know what He has for us. There's so much going on in this world, and we're so busy. We're going to turn back now to Samuel chapter 3 and look at a time when somebody had to be still and listen to God. We're looking at Samuel. Now, Samuel, as a young boy, went to live with the high priest Eli. Samuel's mother, Hannah, had been unable to have children, and she promised God that if she would have a child, that she would turn him over for the service of the Lord. So when she had Samuel, she held to that promise. So when he was probably between 3 and 5 years old, she took him to the temple to live with Eli. And there he served Eli in anything that he needed. He probably swept some floors for him, maybe carried some water in for him, but he also learned from Eli. So at this point, Samuel's probably 11 or 12 years old. The boy Samuel ministered before the Lord under Eli. In those days, the word of the Lord was rare. There were not many visions. One night, Eli, whose eyes were becoming so weak he could barely see, was lying down in his usual place. The lamp of the Lord had not gone out, and Samuel was lying down in the temple of the Lord, where the ark of God was. Then the Lord called Samuel. Samuel answered, "Here I am." And he ran to Eli and said, "Here I am. You called me." But Eli said, "I did not call you. Go back and lie down." So he went and lay down. Again, the Lord called, "Samuel!" And Samuel got up and went to Eli and said, "Here I am. You called me." "My son," Eli said, "I did not call you. Go back and lie down." Now Samuel did not know the Lord. Now Samuel did not know the Lord. The word of the Lord had not yet been revealed to him. The Lord called Samuel a third time, and Samuel got up and went to Eli and said, "Here I am. You called me." Then Eli realized that the Lord was calling the boy. So Eli told Samuel, "Go back and lie down, and if he calls you, say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" So Samuel went and lie down in his place. Then the Lord came and stood there, calling, as at other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel said, Speak, for your servant is listening. And the Lord said to Samuel, See, I am about to do something in Israel that will make the ears of everyone who hears of it tingle. At the time I will carry out against Eli everything I spoke against his family, from beginning to end. For I told him that I would judge his family forever because of the sin he knew about his sons, because of the sin he knew about his sons made themselves contemptible, and he failed to restrain them. Therefore I swore to the house of Eli, the guilt of Eli's house will never be atoned for by sacrifice or offering. Samuel lay down until morning, and then opened the doors of the house. He was afraid to tell Eli the vision, but Eli called and said, Samuel, my son. Samuel said, Here I am. So God wanted to give Samuel a message. Now, at that time, Eli's sons were doing wicked things, and Eli knew of that, and he kind of let them he did let them get away with it. So God was telling them that he was going to punish them. But to get this message from the Lord, Samuel had to listen to what God had to say. Not listen to what he thought was going on all around, because he thought Eli was calling him. He had to listen for God. And that's what I want to focus a little bit on today. Let's go back to Psalms 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. I know that's very hard for me. But I want to encourage each one of us to take time to be still. In this time of uncertainty and time of changing things, let's be still and listen to what God might have to say. So my challenge for you today is to take 5 minutes at least 3 days. So for 3 different days, take 5 minutes. Go to a quiet place and say a simple prayer saying, God, what do you want to show me? What do you want to tell me? And then just be still and listen. Maybe have your Bible there and open it and see if God has something in his word to say to you. Or maybe he'll bring somebody to your mind, somebody that you should be talking to, somebody that you had a fight with that you need to make up with. Maybe he'll bring something for you to do. But just be still. And remember, God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in trouble. So we can always turn to God. But we need to be still and listen to what he has to say for us. Thank you.